Do you binge eat? Can you relate to eating when you're not hungry or eating well past the point of being full or consuming large amounts of food in a short amount of time or having episodes where you feel completely out of control with your eating or feeling guilty and ashamed about what you've eaten? If so, then stick around because in this video, we're going to talk about why so many people binge eat in the first place and the number one thing that you can do to get on your path of true, lasting freedom from food. So if you're interested in this topic, then please do like this video so I know to make more videos like this for you, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a new video. And if you're returning to this channel, thank you so much for being here. And if you are new to this channel, then welcome. My name is Debbie Lichter, food addiction expert and founder of the Freedom Embodied Academy, where I help high-achieving women get free from food addiction and food obsession so that they can feel comfortable in their skin and have the confidence to be authentically themselves and really shine their light in the world. And everything that I share on this channel and in these videos is part of what really helped me get free from my food addiction and food obsession over a decade ago, and things that I've been teaching others ever since to help them get on their path of freedom. Okay, so why do we binge eat in the first place? Well, I have detected three primary reasons that are going on for us at a deeper level that are driving us to binge eat. So the first reason is that you were caught in a not enough, too much paradigm. So what does that mean? So the not enough, too much paradigm means that at times you are not eating enough. Maybe you are restricting calories or you are depriving yourself of certain foods. And at other times you're eating too much. Maybe you're eating when you're not hungry or you're not stopping eating even when you're full. But what is so vital to get when we are looking at the not enough, too much paradigm is that when you look at not enough or too much on your plate, that's actually a manifestation. It's a representation of what's actually happening for you internally at a deeper spiritual level. In other words, if internally you're struggling with feelings of not being enough, not being good enough, not being smart enough, not being pretty enough, not being fun enough, or you're struggling with feelings of being too much, being too sensitive, too emotional, too bright, too serious, too intense, that internal dilemma is going to manifest in how you behave with food. Just like if you had a lot of things weighing on your mind and taking up mental space, that internal mental clutter is going to manifest in the form of physical clutter in your environment. So what I suggest if you relate to not eating enough at certain times and eating too much at other times is that instead of trying to fix this at the physical level by eating more or less to balance things out, is that you address things at the spiritual level, which is something that I will share more about and give you some resources for at the end of this video. Because once you do, and you are restored to a feeling of being enough inside, a feeling of being okay no matter what, this will have you experiencing freedom from food. I have personally experienced this. I have witnessed this so many times in others. Once we get free from what is driving us to food in the first place, the food problem falls away. Okay, so the second reason why you're most likely binging, and again, this might not be super obvious on the surface. This might be something you need to scratch a little bit deeper for, but just have a listen and see if this might be true for you, is that you do not feel okay inside. So maybe that not feeling okayness is showing up as being uncomfortable or feeling embarrassed or feeling ashamed or feeling agitated or feeling annoyed or feeling resentful or having lots of fear or worry come up. Whatever that underlying not okayness is, that feeling of being uncomfortable, that feeling of being uneasy drives us to seek an external source of ease and comfort. And that external source of ease and comfort is oftentimes found in food. And this is what will have us all of a sudden feeling like eating when we're not even really hungry or continuing to binge even though we're already full. This underlying feeling of discomfort or dis-ease or just not feeling okay inside will also drive us to seek other addiction patterns like shopping or binging on TV or binging on social media or drinking. So if you notice that sometimes you go to food and sometimes you go to some other addiction patterns, then this might really be a big theme for you. And if it is, then make sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to give you some resources for where to go and what to do about it. And finally, the third and deepest reason why you might be binging is that something feels like it's missing inside. Maybe you feel lost at a deep level, or you feel empty, or you feel alone, or you feel like you don't really belong here, or maybe you can't even put your finger on it. You just feel this big hole inside. You can imagine that if you're feeling empty inside, if you're feeling like there's this big hole or something's missing inside, it's going to create this insatiable need to fill up. And if you struggle with your relationship with food and overeating, you're going to fill up on food. So maybe you're starving for connection. Maybe you're starving for a sense of belonging. Maybe you're starving for a sense of meaning, but you turn to food instead. And even though you feel physically stuffed, that feeling of emptiness inside doesn't go away. And so we just end up eating more. And this is what can have us eating out of control and, binging and not knowing why we can't stop. So if you're relating to this stuff, I just want you to know that you are not alone. This is a huge part of what is behind food addiction and binge eating. And you can absolutely get free from this stuff, which is what I want to get into right now. Because if you're relating to one or more of these three deeper reasons, then I can promise you that the number one thing that you can do to get on your path of true, lasting freedom from food is to stop trying to figure out the right food plan and to start addressing your food problem at a deeper spiritual level. Getting free from the things that are blocking you and keeping you feeling like you're not enough or you're too much or that you're not okay inside or feeling empty inside, because these are the things that are not only going to have you experiencing a healthier relationship with food, these are the things that are going to have you restoring your relationship with yourself. These are the things that are going to have you coming home to the real, true you. So if that's what you ultimately want, to have a healthier relationship with food and to come home to the real true you, then I have 2 recommendations for you that can help you get on the path of having exactly that. So the first recommendation is to download the Freedom from Food Addiction Clarity Guide. I will leave a link for that in the description below. In this guide, you're going to learn more about what actually has us falling into the not enough, too much paradigm in the first place, and what to do to cultivate that internal sense of being okay and feeling filled up inside so that the food problem actually falls away. And the second suggestion that I have is that you schedule a call with a freedom embodied coach where we can connect one-on-one and actually make a personalized plan for your path of freedom. So if that's something that you would like to do, then I will leave another link in the description below for you to go ahead and schedule a call with us. So now you know the deeper reasons why you might be binge eating. If you got some value here today, please give this video a like. Make sure to watch this video next, and I will see you next time.